In this video, I will show you how to pass TOGAF Essential 2018 in 3 weeks or less. Hello everyone, this is Ashraf with tips on how to become a better enterprise architect by providing a step-by-step guide to upgrade your TOGAF certificate to the latest and the greatest version 9.2. So let's start right now. I have finished it in 3 weeks and I think you can do better. So please watch till the end of the video to know why. We'll be talking about what is TOGAF Essential 2018, why you might be interested in getting this certificate, and the major part of the video is on how to achieve this in less than 3 weeks. These are the latest versions of TOGAF specification. The current certification exam is targeting version 9.2. If you are already version 9 or version 9.1 certified and you want to upgrade your knowledge to the latest version 9.2, you need to pass by the assessment of TOGAF Essential 2018. If you want to know more about version 9.2, I recommend watching the webinar by the Open Group, An Introduction to the TOGAF Standard version 9.2. Also, you might hear news about TOGAF version 10. And you might consider postponing your certification till it is announced. Personally, I don't think this will be a wise decision, as I have been hearing about version 10 since the year 2013 till today and nothing is announced. Upgrading your certification to version 9.2 as an enterprise architect is preferred and it is not mandated. But if you are a TOGAF trainer, you must update your knowledge. For me, I am not a trainer, but I wanted to keep my knowledge up to date as TOGAF is considered one of the most valuable architecture certification in the market, and I wanted to keep my knowledge up to date. And I actually learned a lot of new stuff, like the TOGAF ecosystem and the changes happening to be more modular and introduction of TOGAF library that have lots of useful publications. This version received massive business architecture improvement as well, that even I started using it in my work before I got certified. There are also some meta model updates that really made sense. Just let me give you a small example. In version 9.1, the location was considered as an infrastructure consolidation extension, while in version 9.2, location is associated with all objects, so you can have it in all meta model objects, including actor, process, application, component, whatever it is there. To the people who love standard, and I assume all architects do, this version received the changes to align with ISO 42010. Now to the important part, how we'll achieve this certification. These are the high-level steps. First, we'll purchase an online course. We'll just view it once to be aware about the material and the changes introduced. Then we'll take the free practice assessment even without any preparation. We need to be aware about how the exam questions will look like. Then we'll study the course again, plus some extra materials. Then we'll prepare the materials that will help us in the exam, either soft copy or hard copy. Then we'll retake the free practice assessment again. This time we'll be very well prepared. When we'll pass the free assessment, the actual assessment will be opened and we'll go for the certification. The Open Group provides a web page with updated TOGAF accredited training courses. I was looking for an online course rather than a physical attended course. I want to highlight that this video is not sponsored, and the below table represents my personal experience. I summarized my search in this table. You will find even more details provided in the blog post in the video description. After some comparison, I picked the course provided from Connexion for mainly 2 reasons. First, the price was very reasonable. Second, it provided some extra material that I find helpful and related to enterprise architecture. I would like to highlight also that this comparison is based on the material I found on these companies' websites. This happened in April 2019. So there might be some changes rather than the time of the recording of this video. Now let's take the free assessment without any preparation. The whole idea from this step is to be aware about the nature of the exam questions. The assessment is online, so no need to go for any exam center. It is an open book. But let's just have it closed book this time, don't worry. It is composed of 20 multiple questions with only one correct answer for each question. The success score is 75%, so you need to score 15 correct questions out of 20. This all to be done in 30 minutes. The practice assessment can be retaken many times until you succeed. Then it will be closed and open the actual assessment. So please don't pass in this step as you are still not prepared. You will know at the end of the assessment what you have done wrong and what was the correct answer, because you will need this during your study. We'll study the course again. This time we'll take some notes as we are studying. The assessment is an open book, so you need to understand rather than memorize. There are other important contents you need to study along with the video course, like the TOGAF standard overview reference card that provides quick access to the diagrams, and of course the TOGAF version 9.2 standard for any questions related to roles, definitions and whatever, and the business capabilities and value streams. They provide details about business architecture changes and which received massive changes in version 9.2. They are really very helpful in the daily work of an architect. Value streams in particular are very handy in the presentations. Last one is the integrating of risk and security with TOGAF, and how the integration of the security and risk should be covering all architecture domain, which is very important topic. We need to be well prepared for this open book assessment. I'm recommending having these references handy. First, we'll be talking about the soft copy materials, so we can just search with a keyword to find the direct answer. They include the course slides and handouts. Usually the course material shows the difference between version 9.2 and earlier versions of TOGAF. It should be very clear and brief. There are multiple questions in the assessment asking about what is the difference between version 9.2 and earlier versions of the specification. So you'll get the answers straight from the course slides. Second, the standard TOGAF documentation. There are direct questions about version 9.2 contents. You just need to navigate in the TOGAF reference and answer using the material. I believe the important chapters are 3, 5, 6, 7, 30 and 31. Then I got a question in promoting and protecting the TOGAF ecosystem. So I think you need to have a reference also for this one. Regarding the hard copy, it is just a quick access papers you are having in your hand. Core and full content meta model, as there will be a direct questions about the relation between entities. This diagram will provide a direct answer. I know the full content meta model is covering the core, but the relation is more clear when the number of entities is fewer in the diagram. Basic architecture concepts. This diagram will answer the question about the alignment of TOGAF and the ISO standard. The last one is an optional tracking sheet. I just made it to make it easy for myself. It is just a sheet with 20 questions with 4 choices, because the best way in handling this one is using the elimination of wrong answers. You will find this paper very handy in tracking sheet, while it will save a lot of time during the exam as you have only 30 minutes. Now let's take the free assessment again, and we are well prepared this time, and we are having also the material handy. I think, but I'm not 100% sure that the assessment was repeating. As I was prepared, I passed from the first run, and this free assessment was closed and a link to the final assessment was sent. You can retake the assessment as much as you can till you succeed, but I recommend to analyze your mistakes and review what you have missed before you are repeating it. You will receive an invitation to the assessment with 2 free retakes if you fail. Usually within 1 business day from passing the practice assessment. I recommend drinking your cup of coffee and water before starting the assessment with at least 30 minutes before the assessment, as the assessment time is very small and no time to be wasted. After finishing the assessment, you will receive an email containing your score. I have passed with 90% from the first time, and I hope you will do even better. It took quite some time before I got an email about receiving an open badge for the TOGAF Essentials 2018. Then after 4 days I received another open badge for TOGAF version 9.2. I believe you can pass the assessment in less than 3 weeks, for mainly 2 reasons. First, I was not dedicated while I was studying. Second, I spent more time reading some extra stuff that I thought it was important, but after passing the assessment, I think it is not that much relevant to assessment content. All the contents you have seen and more are available in a blog that you will find in the link below in the video description. If you have more inquiries, I will be more than happy to answer your question in the comments below. And please remember, sharing is caring. So if you know someone who will be interested in this topic, just hit the share button. And if you like the video, please encourage me to make more videos by clicking the like button. And really, thanks for watching.